called in there? Chillax. Because if you come here, that's what you'll get. Yeah. Father? What I'm going to say? My father says this. Start with, do you hear my voice, Joseph? Do you hear my voice, Joseph? When Yeshua was here 2,000 years ago, he said, no man has seen my Father. No human. No one's heard my voice. No one. When Yeshua was at Jordan, and he got baptized, was there not a voice then? Yes. My Father spoke to his Son. Others around him didn't recognize it. Thought it was thunder. Thought it was, what was that? So my Father said, no one hears my voice. I said, no one. He said, no. I haven't spoke for a long time. Well, you do speak, no Father, don't you? My Father says, yes. How? He's the Son. His Father. The Father says, so and so and so and so, please go and give that message for me. I am your word, Father. You want me? Me? To bring your word? To speak for you? Yes, my Son. You speak for me. And so it was. When Yeshua was here, it's as if, oh Father, was speaking. So do you get how you hear Father's words? Father uses the angels. He uses whoever he wishes to bring his words He can use anything he wants. Now, if I was to show you a text from the Hebrew script, could you read it? Could you read the Hebrew text? No, probably not. But you can read the translation. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this. Our Father speaks to us in many ways. And yet we can't read what he says. Just like you can't read the Hebrew. You have to go to a translator to translate for you. Yeah? So that's why we say sometimes we miss our Father's communication. He's communicating all the time. But because we're just learning to read in a different way, our Father's voice, verbal, is fine. Father uses many ways, many ways to speak to us. But I heard God speak to me. Did you? Did you really? Knowing that there's only 3 occasions the ancient text says that our Father, we heard, and some didn't even recognise, couldn't work it out, just thought it was thunder. So do I hear my Father's voice, communication? It is far greater than anyone can understand. The verbal is just for others to witness. When Father communicates with us, we are like babes learning to read the ABC, the alphabet. The alphabet. We're just at the beginning stages of understanding how our Father communicates with us. Some are learning, some are seeing signs, some are missing so much because they can't read. Can't read. How dare you? I'm fluent at Russian, Chinese, Japanese, Malaysian, whatever you want to say. Maybe so. I am a scientist. I can read this. I can read that. I can read that. The calculations of this and that and that. I can read. How dare you insult me? There's some things you can't read, let's be honest. And your calculations just don't work out, so your theories remain a theory. Getting back to the point, my Father wishes to communicate with his children, with you. And some have put you off by saying, oh, it's the Ouija board stuff and getting involved. And no. Remove all that. When we communicate with our Father, it is in spirit. Because our Father is spirit. We are in the flesh. We are spirits in flesh. Therefore we have this barrier of flesh. But it's no barrier once you understand. Much to say, Father. Hard to explain unless you feel it. What do you want me to say, Father? I always think to yourself, I'm hearing a verbal voice. Is that what you're thinking? My Father, his technology, let's call it technology. Father dwells within me. When you're with someone, 24 hours of the day, constantly, you were one with each other. It's a relationship unique to a son and a father. And the beautiful thing about our Father is this. He also has his sons and his daughters who are just the same. Just the same as his firstborn son. Exactly the same. Male, female, don't matter. They reflect within themselves the same vibration as our Father, because they're connected to our Father. To have a beautiful relationship with our Father. You see, we chose to leave the Garden of Eden. Oh yeah, we chose. Our Father put us here to bring back the Garden of Eden. Did you know that? Did you know that's your mission? It's 1,000 years. 1,000 years mission. And you're saying to yourself, oh, all I see, Joseph, is bad all around. The banking system's just about crashed. There's wars all over the place. Come on, Joseph. Where is this promised presence that was promised? Where is he? Where is this promised Perusia? Why, from times past, it's exactly the same. And you're saying to me that the kingdom is here? Are you a bit cuckoo, Joseph? Have you said that yourself? You Christians, you've waited so long for the coming of the Lord. The coming of the Lord. You're thinking privately, go on now. I don't know. It's just going on and on and on, exactly the same. It always has been. This date, this promised date, and that date, nothing's happened. Oh, I'm sick of this. I'm just going to be neutral. I'm not going to think about it because I've got to deal with this. I've got to deal with that. I live in this fucking real world. And Joseph, don't come here with your fucking bullshit about bringing in the Garden of Eden. I get what you're saying. I understand. And even the ancient text said that people would say that. Even Christians. Even Jews. They're waiting for the Mashiach. Where the fuck is he? The Mashiach. This is nothing changed. You get what I'm saying? So, as in the past, 2,000 years ago, these women and men who were born at that time wasn't by any mistake. They were placed there in the stream of time. All the 12 apostles, everyone who was involved were there. Father placed them there, their births exactly on time. And they gave up their flesh. And they promised to come back. Said to Yeshua, we will be back. And Yeshua said, yes, you will be back with me. The kingdom that I tried to bring 2,000 years ago. And they didn't want it. It's here. It's here right now. But people don't recognise it. Do you know why? Do you know why? All the fucking shit that's going on. And all the shit that's going on within themselves. Illnesses and so forth. How can that be a loving God? We brought it upon ourselves. And Father is wishing for us to enter into paradise, enter into that kingdom. How can we do it? It's here right before you in your midst. The kingdom is here. I, not alone, bring the kingdom. My Father's kingdom that was promised 2,000 years ago. It's here. And many will not recognize the kingdom. They won't. Even in the midst of miracles in the 1st century, Yeshua, they still didn't recognize that the kingdom was here in the hands of Yeshua, but they didn't recognize it. The 144,000, you sweet ones who've called it, you beautiful sons and daughters of our Father. Don't say, where is the kingdom? You are the kingdom. And what you bring into this world, ever so it be a little bit of love, That's what you're here for. To change the frequency. And those who will not change, it is sad to say that their own fleshly sin will age them and eat them up. And they may never come back. If they die of the millionaires, the billionaires, the trillionaires, you all face the same judgment. Will your material wealth be so important that you lose connection with Father and being pushed out of paradise, out of the Garden of Eden? Adam and Eve, they long to be back, to eat the beauty, to feel the beauty of the garden. But they chose to go their own way. To become like our Father. They knew they could do it. Father said you have free will. Choose if you want to go your own way and draw away from me. I wish you well, my children. And so it was. And the history unfolded, and the genetics, the DNA of Adam and Eve continues on. But now we have the seed, the good seed that is planted, and we have the bad seed. The bad seed they became themselves contaminated. They had a helicopter. Is it Ben Benaki? With each helicopter floating all those fucking dollars down. Oh, he's not there now, is he? Anyway, and into paradise, I've got something to show you. And now, come on now. Let me see. I've got to be one step ahead of all yous. Hold on, because it's a bit, you know what I mean? I have some coins here. You'll probably not be able to see them. I've shown them before. Is that one there? See that one there? So Little John. Little John. Robin Hood. Little John was big for 9999. So it's real. It's real. I got it as a gift. Yeah. My son gave us that. Joseph. He's a beautiful boy. And he gave us that one as well. The Britannica. The silver. The British one. Yeah. 9999. And this one here, you'll not be able to see it. I don't think you can see it. It's a gold one. There's Twin Towers. They used to be there, the Twin Towers. And then the other side, 9/11. There's the fireman on the rubbish heap, holding things up. I think it was holding a flag up or something. Yeah, pushing the flag up. That's a memory. 9/11. Well, why are you showing these, Joseph? I'll tell you why. My father said to me, I'm about to shake this world so much the world will never, ever forget these events. They'll be recorded in history. Not only recorded in history, and just like Noah's Day, there's a silt line of the flood. You know, when you go to have a bath, years and years ago, and the bath drops and you've got a silt line. If you've got hard water or whatever it is, I don't know, soft water, hard water, I can't even remember. But it leaves like a silt line. Because there's lime in the water, you know, and it's not smooth. And this water's alright on there. History. There will be a history of the events that will be recorded in this time period worldwide. My father said, prepare yourself. He says, I was walking today and I said, you know, Father, there's so many mines all over the world, and people's lives are getting blown up, animals are getting blown up. Princess Di tried to get involved in that. She did a wonderful job. Bless Princess Di. She was an angel who came to do good, and she was took out. And whoever did that, they will answer for that. You may have hidden what you did, but it's all going to come out, what you did to a beautiful angel. I didn't know I was going to say that far, but hey, has to be said. Back with this, Joseph. Yeah. Silver, my father says,